guys, so first of all, I'm sorry if you can hear music or something in the background because my neighbors have it on super loud, so that's nice. But today I am doing my March update for my what I want to use up in 2018 / 1 month 1 palette. Finally, I said it all right because usually I say pan that palette for some reason, which, random little side note, but I'm thinking about doing a pan that palette next year, so that should be exciting. I'm not entirely sure yet if I want to, but I'm thinking about it, like heavily thinking about it, so let me know if you guys would want to see that. But anyway, I have a lot to show you. I don't even know like where to start. I'm just like, I don't know why I'm like really excited to do this because I don't actually have anything finished. Spoiler. Yeah, I didn't actually finish any of these products. I didn't hit my goals on anything this update, but that was bound to happen, of course, at one point or another. I feel like the first update is always like, yeah, I got a lot done because I put in a lot of stuff that's like nearly finished anyway, although there was some stuff that I wasn't completely like sure was going to get finished that quickly, but it did. And then, you know, the second update is like, oh, I have a lot of progress and stuff, but nothing finished yet. So that's kind of how it is. But like I said, I have a lot of progress on stuff. And some stuff is so close to being done, and like I wanted to drag out this update a little bit more, but I didn't because I want to film them around the same time and, you know, kind of keep it month to month. So I am filming this around the same time that I filmed the last two, although the last two went up around the end of the month. I actually just finished editing and uploading the February update, so make sure you check that out. I'll have it linked below, and I'll also have the intro linked below so you can see that. And I do show all of the products in the intro, and I'm not doing that every single update. I will do it at the 6-month mark and at the very end, but I'm not going to show everything. I said before that I was only going to show things that had visible progress on them, but there are some things that I feel like I've been using a lot and I want to talk about it, but they just don't show progress because you can't see through the container or whatever, so I do want to go ahead and show you those. Sorry if you heard my dog barking, but she was trying to get out of my room. So anyway, I am going to show you a couple things that don't have visible progress, but I've been using a lot and I want to talk about them and everything and just let you know that I'm using them, because there are some things in this project that I'm not like currently working on really. I mean, like sometimes I'll use them, but I'm not like completely dedicated to it yet. So that's just kind of how it is. And I also have a lot of things to add in this month, which is super exciting. I did finish up 4 of my goals last time and I have a lot more to add in, but there are a lot of things that are almost finished, so I'm like, I really want to just add them in now. So anyway, enough talking, I'm going to get on into it. So first I'll show you the things that I'm adding in. I did want to add in some samples, and I looked through the samples that I had, and like I only chose one because the other two I just don't know if I'm even going to end up using. I might end up just decluttering them or something, but I did want to add this in. This is the Sephora Colorful Eyeshadow little sample. It's got 4 different ones. I have one of these shadows in my collection. It's in Mermaid Tail and I love it. It's so beautiful. So I wanted to actually try some of these out. I think my mom gave me this little sample. She gives me like all of her samples, either me or my sister. So she gave me this one and I wanted to try it out because sometimes I look at the Sephora shadows and a lot of them are on sale a lot of the time. And they're like, I think they're $10 regularly, but then they'll go on sale for like $5. So that's what happened when I got Mermaid Tail, and I have seen a few others that are on sale and part of me wants to pick them up because Mermaid Tail is so good, but I just don't know about all the colors, so I think this would be really cool to get to try out some of them. This should go pretty quickly because it doesn't take long to use up these little powders on this thing, but I did want to go ahead and try them out, so my goal is to use up all of them. Another thing I'm adding in is something I got at Christmas 2016, and this is the Technique Brow Gel in Brown. I don't know where to get this brand. I really don't know anything about it. It was just some advent calendar thing that my mom picked up, and I don't even know if you can buy this anywhere. So it's obviously not something I really want to talk about on my channel a whole lot. It's not my absolute favorite. It's just a little too warm for my eyebrows, I think. And it doesn't, I don't know, it kind of holds my brows in place, but like not a lot. So it's not like the worst, but it's not the best, you know. But I do somewhat like it, so I would like to use it up. And then I have a concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair. I've talked about this on my channel many times. I do really like it. I feel like lately maybe I haven't been as crazy about it. I just get worried that it's a little heavy under my eyes or something. But I mean, it kind of depends on how I apply it and stuff. But I really do like the coverage on this and everything, so I do like it. I probably will repurchase this in the future. But this one is almost empty, and I really want to get through it so that I can start working on the other concealer that I have in my collection right now. And a lot of these products, I was actually kind of like unofficially working on them last month. I was just like, oh yeah, I want to like get through that and I want to work on it and stuff, and then I was like, why don't I just add it into the project? I mean, I feel like there's part of me that's like kind of scared that I'm not gonna finish them or whatever. Not with the concealer, because I feel like I will, but some of these I was like, I didn't want to add them in because I'm like scared I won't finish it, but at least I can get progress on it, you know, and have it documented and have kind of like you guys keeping me accountable, even though like you're not like, Tessa, use it up, like, you know, you're not like yelling at me to do it, but still, in some weird way, putting it out into the world just makes it more like real, and you have to do it. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and put them in this project. So the other one I've been really like trying to use up is this little mini Buxom lip gloss, and I think this is in Rose Julep. It's one of their full-on lip creams, and it's something I got as a 100-point perk. It completely turned me on to Buxom lip glosses. They're my favorite lip gloss ever now, but when I first got this, I was like, well, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, so I'll go ahead and grab it. But I just don't see myself ever wanting to spend $20 on a lip gloss, and now I have twice. So yeah, they're amazing, truthfully. So if you can pick up like a sample or something, definitely do that. But that is where I'm at with it. When I hold it up to the light, that's where it's at. And what I do with this, it's so tiny and like so cute. I just keep it in my purse, and whenever my lipstick or whatever I'm wearing starts to feel like drying, I'll just put this over it. So it is something that I use a lot, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like something that I like force myself to use or anything like that. But I just wanted to go ahead and put it as a goal because I was thinking in my head like I really want to use it up. So I'm going to go ahead and put it as a goal to use it up and track the progress and everything in this project. And the last thing I want to add in is this, which was actually already in the project, but my original goal was just to hit pan, which I did in last month's update. That's where I'm at with it. I think it's still in like the same place. I don't think I've used it that much since that update. I think I've used it like a couple times, but I would really like to use this up. ColourPop shadows are like cream shadows, so they're not good forever. Well, I mean, no shadow is, but they do dry out. So I would like to use it before it does that, and it's one of the colors that I'm not as drawn to use just on its own, so I think it's good to put it in a project, so I'm actually challenged to use it. I probably will be using this as a highlighter once I am done with the highlighter that I have in this project right now, which I guess I'll just go ahead and get to since I'm talking about it. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay highlighter in Enthuse. It actually says it's a blush. This was part of like a holiday set a long time ago before they came out with their official like highlighter formula, so I don't think it's the same. I think it's kind of the same as look the highlighters that come in the Tarte blush wheels, the two that they've had at Christmas. I have one of them, and it feels like kind of the same texture as that, but I don't think it's the same as their highlight formula. But anyway, not important. This is what it looks like now. I'll go ahead and pop a picture up here so that you can see where it was at last month. And my goal for this month was to get all the way down to here and hit side pan over there, which I didn't quite do, but you can see that I have gotten so close. You can now clearly see like the outer ring here. So I feel like I've done a really good job on it, but and I've definitely expanded the pan. I don't wear highlighter every single day just because I try to do like really quick makeup. Like today I went to work and I just did very fast makeup, nothing too like crazy or anything. I barely even do eyeshadow or anything. Like I just put on blush most of the time, don't do highlighter or anything. Which is crazy because actually like when I was going to college I would do not like crazy looks, but I would do like, you know, fun. I would do eyeshadow basically, and sometimes I would wear like a fun lip or whatever, and I actually had to get up earlier than I do now. So it's just really strange that I'm like, so I can't seem to get myself to actually like get up in time to do a full face of makeup really. So anyway, that is where I'm at with this one. I'm still really proud of the progress that I've made, especially since I don't use this every single day. So I mean, I am wearing it right now because I just put it on to film, but I wasn't wearing it when I went to work today. So anyway, that is where I'm at with it right now. I do hope that by next update I will finally get this side pan. It is so close. I don't know how well you can see, but it is so close. So yeah, I just want to get like this side cleared out. That's my goal. Next I'm going to go ahead and talk about something else that I feel like I've made really good progress on. This is my e.l.f. Flawless Finish HD foundation in the shade Porcelain, and that's where we started. This is where it's at now. I feel like I'm making good progress. I'm using it every day. I've actually realized that I don't really like this foundation a whole lot. It's not the worst, but in my initial review, which I will link below if I can remember, sometimes I forget, but in my original like first impression, which obviously is not like a full review, I really liked it. I really like the packaging of it. It's beautiful and it has a pump, which is nice, but I do really like the coverage and everything. It kind of settles into my lines and stuff. Like at work today I was noticing that it settled into like the line right above my nose, so it was just so weird. I don't know. It's just weird. I've never had a foundation do that before, so it's very strange. It does like to settle in here, but most of my foundations do. I think like all of them have at some point. So, and then it breaks apart really weird on my chin. Like it breaks apart in a way that like it looks like I have like a rash on my chin or something. It's not cute. So I definitely don't like that. I don't think it wears well. And yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it now. I feel like when you pan stuff and you're using it every single day, you really find out what you like and what you don't like. Speaking of what I don't like, this is the lipstick that I'm trying to pan this year. This is the Tarte's Lip Paint in Birthday Suit. And I love the color of it. I'm wearing it right now, but I have a gloss on over it. And that's how I've been wearing it recently, and I like it like that. I wish I could just wear this on its own because it looks really pretty and natural for like the first 2 hours. And then it starts to dry out like crazy, and I have no problem with drying lip products. I mean, I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. For me, it's not a problem. But my problem is when it looks really gross. Like, even if it looks dry or if it settles into lines and stuff, it doesn't really bother me that much. But what I hate is when things crumble apart, which the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips really do. I don't like those. Or what this does is leave a nasty white ring in the middle of my mouth, and I hate it. I hate that. It's just so gross looking. It's just nasty. I don't want that. So I find that if I put a gloss on over it, it doesn't do that. So that's what I've been doing, but I definitely don't like this on its own. If you're only going to wear it for like a video or something, then it's fine. If you're only going to wear it for a couple hours, it's fine. But even like when I go to work, I work like 3-hour shifts during the week, and even during those shifts, it starts to do that nasty little inner ring white thing that I hate. So yeah, I don't like the formula of these. I do have another little mini, and I want to try it out because it's a darker shade, so it might not do that. But this one, I don't like that. I don't like it. But I'm still trucking through it. I'm using it every day, and putting a gloss on top helps a lot, so I'm still using it a lot. But obviously this is one of the products that I wanted to talk about, wanted to share my feelings on, and wanted to tell you that I am using it every single day. I'm really, really trying, but you can't see any visible progress, which is so frustrating because I want to see. Like, when I panned a lipstick before, it was another little mini lipstick, and I could see the progress on it, which was so nice. But this one, you know, I can't see through the sides. I can't see through the packaging. I can't tell how much is in it, and it's frustrating. But I'm sure as time goes on I'll be able to tell or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell until I use it up, to be honest, but I'm going to keep going with it. Another thing that doesn't have visible progress, also I just lit this, so it's kind of hot at the bottom. There's not a lot of it left, and again, you can't see like through the package. Well, I can if I hold it up to the light. It's like right here. I can't mark it because it's black, and black Sharpie doesn't show up on it, and I don't have any other like lighter colors to show up on this, but it's like right there. So it's almost finished, and I'm really excited about that because I really need to get out some candles because I have a lot. Next, I'm going to show you something that I have made really good progress on, although I want to go ahead and say this top line, I'm not sure if it's entirely accurate. These two like rubbed off really bad, and I tried to remark them. I tried to look where this one was, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. But that is where I'm at with it now, so that's maybe where we started. Not entirely sure. And then that one is where the other one was, which I am sure of. That one wasn't as rubbed off. And then this is where we are now. So it is almost finished, and I'm getting really far on it, and then I will be able to start on the other body spray in this project. Another thing I've been working on really hard is the YSL Black Opium sample. I finished up my other perfume sample, so now I'm working on this, and I marked it on the back, but I've just been turning it on the side because when you turn it like that you can't see the progress, so I've just been turning it on the side, and I have it marked on the side now. Before you couldn't see any progress, so it was, you know, like up here. So now we're down there, and I've been using it every single day when I go to work. I use the body spray when I'm just at home. Oh, one thing that I am taking out of this project I forgot to mention is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rosé Champagne. I did hit my goal on this, and I said I wanted to keep it in to just see if I could expand the pan. I'm pretty sure the pan is in the exact same like amount that it was last time. I definitely could expand this pan if I wanted to, which I do, kind of, but maybe at a later date. But right now I'm just going to take it out because I want to really focus on this blush right here, because I really want to hit pan on this. That's my goal, and if I kept this blush in and just, I don't know, I just like to focus on one, keep it in there. So we're going to focus on this one. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in Love Hangover, and you can't really see any progress with it. I have worn down the insignia, if I want to sound fancy, right there, the TF on there. I've worn it down. I'm not sure if you can still see it. I can kind of see maybe the F a little bit, but I really can't see it much anymore. So I've been using this every single day, wearing it today, and I really like this blush. I've also been using this every day, making pretty steady progress. That outer ring is where we are now, and the third ring from the center is where we started during this project. Sorry I sound so nasally, my allergies have been crazy, but anyway, that is what it looks like. I've been using it every single day, making steady progress, but it just feels like it's never gonna stop. Next is this EOS lip balm, and I've been saying that it's like lavender, but I looked it up and it's actually like raspberry something, so I don't even know. I still don't know exactly what it is, but that's where we're at. I'll put up a picture there of where it was last time so you can kind of see like against my hand where it was versus where it is now. I don't know how much progress is on it, but I've been using this every single day. Next, I didn't include this in last month's update because I wasn't using it that much and I didn't feel like there was a lot of progress. I don't know if there's like a ton of progress on it because I haven't been using it every day, but I have used it a few more times. I feel like it has some progress on it now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here, put the picture up, and you can kind of see for yourselves. I don't know how much progress there is, but I did want to go ahead and show you. I have been using this a little bit more, but I just don't have time to bronze every day. But it is like an amazing bronzer, and I feel like bronzers just take a long time to use up. I don't know, is that just me? I don't know, but definitely if I use it every day it would help, but I just don't have the energy to do that. So it is what it is. It's going. I'm really hoping that I can use it up this year though, because I really want to. It was in my project last year too, so I really want to get through it. Next is a skincare thing. This is the Dr. Brandt Needles No More 3D Volumizing Mask. I don't think I took a picture of this last time, but I will go back and take a picture of the video. That's where it's at now. So I've cleared out like quite a bit of it. I don't remember where this was exactly. I have cleared out quite a bit of it. I don't use it like every day. Like it says you can, but I just don't. Again, I can be very lazy with a lot of things. Skincare and makeup, all of it's included. But I felt like I should show you that progress because I've been making really good progress and I really think it could be done by next update. So maybe. This I feel like will definitely be done by the next update. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It was a little 100 point perk. I'm sounding more and more nasally by the second. My voice is just going out. I'm so sorry. But I did want to go ahead and get this video like filmed because it takes me forever to edit things and I don't know when this is going to go up, but I hope it's not at the end of the month again. Anyway, this is where we're at. So that's where it started during this project, and then that's where it was, and now I just kind of marked it down here, but honestly I'm able to completely squeeze all of like the air out of this all the way down to the tip. I've been like rolling it and like working it to get anything out, so I feel like it's gonna go really quickly. The last thing I want to show you progress on is the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil in taupe. It's not like my absolute favorite, it's a little thick, but I usually just use it for like the outside of my brows and then I use a thinner one on the inside so it looks a little more natural. But this is where I'm at with it, like right there. I hate marking things on paper and having to like hold it up to show you the progress. Just trust me that I marked it correctly, okay? I don't like having to hold up the product to it because I feel like I just can't ever get it right. So this is where I marked it. That's where it was. This is where it is, or it was in the last update, and then this is where it is now. So I've been making really good progress on it, and it definitely could be gone by the next update. So I'm super excited. There's so many things that like I feel like are gonna be used up by the next update. I'm really hoping that I can get through them quickly. I think I'm gonna have a lot of stuff used up next month. So now onto the 1 month 1 palette. Last month I chose the Naked 2 Basics palette to use, and keep in mind it was like pretty new when I started using it in February, and this is where it's at now. I'll throw up a picture here of what it looked like before, so I feel like you can kind of see in the camera. Last month it was completely like new looking. I'd used it like a couple times, but it was basically new. And now I feel like you can kind of see there's a huge dip in the shade Stark. I used it to set all over my lid, and there's a really big dip. I can see it and like feel it in person, but I don't know how well you can see on camera, but there's a huge dip in that one. There are like some brush marks in Skimp. I'm not sure how well you can see, but it's not like quite like a dip, but it's definitely some progress. And then I feel like there's the same kind of thing in Cover and maybe in Frisk a little bit. I feel like you can really tell in these lighter shades that there is some progress in this palette. My main look, if you can call it that, is similar to the one that I'm wearing today, but this is with my new palette that I chose. Basically, I set all over the lid with Stark, and then I would use Cover in the crease and on the lower lash line to add some dimension to my eye, and that was about it. Some days I would use Skimp under or on the brow bone and in the inner corner of my eye. There were a couple days that I got more creative with my makeup. I did use Primal a little bit, which I actually hadn't dipped into before, so I do really like that shade. I haven't dipped into Undone. I'm not really into like grays, so I mean, like this one right here is not something that I'm crazy about. I also did use a little bit of Frisk, but mostly just did kind of the same look. But anyway, I am happy with the progress that I did. I do like this palette. I don't know that it's worth the money, but I like it. So for this month, I'm actually choosing another Naked palette. I was actually really torn between this one and the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia. And I guess I'm just like really into the pinkier tones, but I felt like the Modern Renaissance was more suited towards fall, although you can wear whatever colors you want, like whenever, and I do, but I don't know. I just thought that I would really enjoy that palette more in the fall, and this one felt a little bit more wintry. It's a little more cool toned, but it is a very beautiful palette, and this is actually the first high-end palette, high-end anything, that I ever got, and also the oldest palette in my collection. So I think it's the oldest piece of makeup in my collection. I think it's from 2015. So it's like, it's not incredibly old, but it's old enough that I want to like get more use out of it and pull it out more. I used to use this, when I first got it, I used it every day and I loved it so much. Now I have palettes that I love more, and the formula of this isn't like outstanding. It's not bad, but it's not worth the money to me now. But at the time I really loved it. I love the colors of this. So I mean, oh, it's just such a pretty palette. Like, just the packaging of it, the colors in here are so gorgeous. The look that I use that word very loosely, but the look that I have on today is Strange all over the lid, and then I put Limit and Nooner in the crease, and on the lower lash line I just put Nooner. I do have quite a big dip in Strange already. You know, for this being like my oldest palette, and also for like how much I used it, the fact that I don't have like a ton of progress in this, like I don't have any pan or anything, is pretty crazy. So that's kind of strange to me. I do think that I could possibly hit pan in Strange, because I do have a big dip in it already, and I use it to set all over my lid. So I think that that one I could hit pan on by next month. I think I'm going to be working a lot with these lighter shades. I'm probably not going to work too much with the darker shades, which actually the darker shades are the better quality shades in this palette, but I like quick makeup most times, so unless I'm filming or something, I probably won't reach into these darker shades. Lighter shades are just easier for me to like put on and not think about, but there are some really beautiful shades in here that make like a really natural but rosy, like pretty eye look, so I like that. You could also use these as blush if you wanted to, but I'm just going to be focusing on that blush, and I also don't like having to dig my blush brush into like a tiny little thing and get other stuff on it. You know the deal. I do have a little dip in Limit. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but I do have a little dip in that. I have a little tiny dip in Dust, just because it kicks up a lot of powder when you use it. So I have some hard pan and Trick, because I tried to use it wet before I really knew how to do that without destroying the shadow. So I'm gonna try to scrape that off. I think I'm mostly gonna be using Nooner and Strange and maybe a little bit of Limit, but I think I could expand, like get a bigger dip on Limit. I don't think I'm gonna hit pan on it, and I think I could get a dip in Nooner and hit pan on Strange. So I think that's what I'm gonna make my goal. If I really tried, I think I could hit pan on Dust as well. I don't know. I have a pretty big dip in Burnout as well, and I do think I could use that shade a lot. I don't know. I'm gonna try and play around with more creative eye looks than like what I have on today and what I have been wearing like the last 2 months to go to work. I think I'm going to try and expand that and try and play around with it more, but I'm going to give you another look at the palette and so that I can get a good picture of it. But that is what my progress is at right now, and we will see how it goes. I'm really excited to dig into this though. I really wanted to use it more because it's my oldest palette, and I feel like it's been a while since I've really dug into it and focused on it, so I really am excited to focus on this for the month of March. I think it is going to be so beautiful. I love this palette. It's going to be super fun to dig back into this, so I'm excited. And that is my update and everything. So my camera's running out of battery and I want to eat dinner, so I'm gonna go, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other kind of videos you want to see from me. I hope I'm going to be filming more. I was really sick in February, still kind of getting over it, but I am hoping to be filming more, and I hope that you also will subscribe to see more updates from this and all of my other videos, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys!